Hi guys, and welcome to the Limitless Landscapers podcast. I'm Paula, and today I'm here to talk about how to plan and ensure your business continues to grow and prosper when your team decide to go on holiday.
As the founder of the Landscapers Circle and the Limitless Landscapers podcast, I am here to help you get more money, time, and freedom to make your life and business truly limitless. Through my experiences as the owner of a garden design and landscaping business, and through tried and tested methods, if you want help with the marketing, managing, and growing of your business, then you are in the right place. If you are a landscaper, garden designer, horticultural business, or a supplier to the industry, be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get back to the show.
Hi guys, welcome to this episode, which is basically off the cuff because I just realised that my lovely, wonderful marketing assistant, Mia, is going on holiday for 2 weeks. So it's become quite prevalent and important in my current business. And also it is now the time where people are starting to go on holiday, and quite a few of the landscaping team have decided that June and July are good months to take for holiday time, which is fantastic, but not very fantastic when you're trying to run a busy landscaping and design business. So I just wanted to hop on to a podcast to give some tips on how I'm going to be dealing with it in both businesses, and things that you can take away and put in your business if you're finding this yourself, and also some tips on how to switch off if you are the only person in your business and you want to have a stress-free holiday. So I just thought I'd jump on and do that on this episode this week. So let's get down to it. So first things first, with Mia going away, it's really made me to look at the business and see what we really need to get done over the next few weeks. So essentially it all comes down to, my number one tip is planning, and it's about planning the content that you're going to be putting out. So I appreciate you guys might not be putting out as much content as we do over here at TLC, but even everything down to if you've got emails going out or promotions or ads, then you really need to see if the person that is going away is responsible for any of that, what you need to create now. So for me personally, me and Mia next week are going to be batching all our content for the next 2 to 3 weeks, just so we've got that in place, so Mia can go away happy in the knowledge that I'm not going to text her for advice during that time. And for me, so the stress is taken away, so we can batch all the social media posts, we can create and schedule all the emails that we send out, we can deal with all of our clients and make sure they're aware, and essentially just take the pressure off. So essentially it's down to planning and then batch creating any content. And this goes for you as well, because secondly is about batch creating content. So if you are the only person in your business, so you're wearing multiple hats, the best thing you can do if you want to go away for a stress-free holiday is essentially batch all your content. So we all know we have to continue to market our business in order to continue to generate those quality inquiries, to continue to develop and grow the business. So the best way to do that is when you know when you're going on holiday, or for instance, like me, we've got half term and then school holidays coming up just around the corner. So I know I'm not going to be able to be on the business and in it as much as I would normally. Then you need to batch create your social posts. You need to make sure you've got emails going out if that's what you're doing as part of your marketing. You need to make sure that your website is up to date and can actually, your contact form is working. You need to make sure that essentially if you can't answer your phone, someone else is going to be able to do that for you, or you're going to just have an answering machine message that captures all their details so you can get back to them when you are back in the office. But that leads me to my third point, and that is communication. So for me, both on the landscaping business and TLC, I'm going to have to contact our clients and make them aware that people are on holiday. So essentially there might be some amends to their service, and there might be some things we need to change to get over that period where we've got on holiday. So for instance, in the landscaping business, I'm going to have to make sure that the clients are aware that it might not be the team members that they're used to being on site will be there. There might be somebody else filling it in. They might have a day or so where they haven't got anyone on site because we'll be managing the other projects that we're working on, or just just making them aware that there might be some delays in me responding to them, because obviously I am also in my other business trying to deal with the bits and pieces there. So it's just maintaining that communication. And with that communication, I would also look at, if you are a lone business person and just set up your business and you don't want to miss inquiries, then do look into an answer phone service. We use answer.co.uk. There's a link on the website, the TLC website, to go there and have a look at what they do. But they essentially capture names, numbers and messages of people that you can then get back to. So it's like having a virtual answer phone service. So they will answer the phone on your behalf as your business, and then you can just get back to them when you're ready. You can also set up parameters like you're on holiday, so you won't get back to them till week commencing X, or you'll aim to get back to them within 3 working days. Any of these things you can set up, which will A, make you look really professional, B, they then have some understanding that no one will get back to them immediately. And it just takes the pressure off you to having to answer your phone when you are trying to take a well-deserved break and a well-deserved holiday. So think about that. Or if you are setting up an answer machine message and turning your phone off, your work phone off, if you have a work phone, that is, then you can set up your answer machine message to explain exactly when you will get back to them. Because ultimately, the only reason people get annoyed is when they don't understand the boundaries that you've put in place. So if you just say, leave a message and I'll get back to you, they're going to expect an immediate call back. And you're not going to be able to do that. So again, you're not going to meet their expectations. And I know I've talked about meeting expectations on various podcasts, lives, probably in blogs as well. And it's a really important piece, really, as a business owner. You need to exceed and manage client expectations all the time. And it all starts with that first phone call. How are you going to capture it? What do they expect if they can't get hold of you? Do they expect a call straight away? Or have you said you won't get back to them for 2 or 3 days? Have you said that you're on holiday so you won't be in the office, etc., etc.? So it is about setting those things up so you can go away happy in the knowledge that you're not going to basically piss anybody off. Then the other thing that I've had to look at in my landscaping business is I've got some labourers away, and essentially that's left a massive gap. So I've got lots of skilled people but no labourers, which is great, but I need some labour. So I've actually got some subcontractors coming in to help labour, and friends actually that have a little space in their diary and they want to do some labour and work for us. So again, can you plug any skill gaps for the holiday periods? Have you planned with your team who's going to fill in when someone else is away? I didn't do this quite very well, so this is why I've had to try and find some help elsewhere. But essentially, normally it would be managed better on my behalf, and then have only certain people are allowed away at any one time so that the business can continue running. And I don't think that's being unreasonable. I think that's, again, it comes down to setting boundaries with the team. They need to know that if you've got 2 skilled people, they can't both be off at the same time. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to run your business. And again, it's just setting those boundaries with the team and explaining to them what you expect, and what you would like, and why you're doing it. So if you explain to them it's because of you want to continue running the business. So yes, it's about setting boundaries with your team, and also managing it really well yourself. And how you do that is down to you. I like to have, as everyone knows, a paper diary where I note down who's off and when, and then that allows me to see what gaps need to be filled in, and it allows me then to obviously communicate in advance with the clients that are also booked in. And I maybe teach you how to suck eggs in one way, but I think sometimes when we're in a busy business, as many of us as landscapers and designers are, we're very lucky, we're in a very busy industry at the moment, you can sometimes forget that people are going on holiday, and you carry on just going and going and going, and then when suddenly they're not there, and you then have to manage client expectations, manage the workload that they can't do because they're not in. And I think we can just really forget that there's simple ways we can take the pressure off. Another thing, if you are a lone business owner, is putting on autoresponders on your emails so you don't have to go and look at your emails while you're on holiday and having a break. So that's a very basic, you know, thing to do, but setting up autoresponders. It's really just about setting up things that can capture people's information, but also let them know, you know, when you will get back to them. So yeah, there are my tips for planning when your team has decided how very dare they to go on holiday. Mia's never allowed a holiday ever again while she works for TLC, because there's a lot of work to be done here. But anyway, hopefully that's helped. Hopefully that's made you think, actually, there are people going on holiday imminently and you need to do all of these things or just some of these things. But just to say that just because someone goes away doesn't mean that things will stop. And also don't be too hard on yourself, because if things don't get done that were meant to get done, such as some of the marketing elements, I mean, I might drop the ball when Mia's not here. It doesn't matter. Your business will not implode. Your business will not fail. And if you don't get back to clients on time, that's fine. If they're good clients, they'll wait. If they won't, hey ho, just let it go, move on, take the pressure off, and have a really good week. I'll be back next week on another episode of the Limitless Landscapers podcast. In the meantime, if you guys are looking for help with your planning, then click the link below for the free productivity planner that we offer. So that might just help you get some planning going in your life, particularly for team holidays. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next week.